I think I'm live. Am I live? I am live. Got a few people here. As always, I'm just throwing the links out on social media right now. Prima Trader, good morning. So for those of you that are here, if you can hear me and if the mic sounds okay, as always, hit that hit the number 1 in the chat box just so I can make sure. 1-1, very good. Dr. Panda, Merritt, Tim. Dr. Panda again, very good, excellent. Already up to 5 likes. I'm liking this crew. This is good. Again, if you've been here before and you know that you're going to like, friendly reminder, please hit that like button. It helps out. If this is your first time here, welcome. No need to hit the like button, though. I realize that you may not like this, and that's fair enough. But if you have been here before and you know you're going to like it, please remember to hit that like button. I am getting a cold, and I do not have any tissues around, so I'll be right back in a second. Got to grab some tissues. All right. Tell me lies. You want me to tell you a lie? I don't know. Tell you lies. It's winter time right now. It's snowing out. There you go. I bet that's a lie. All right. Night. Already up to 12 likes. Fantastic. Tell me lies about TA. I'm not quite sure what you're getting at here, Kirill. Tell you lies about TA. Now, I'm assuming TA means technical analysis, but I don't know what you mean by tell you lies. What I can tell you right now, though, is that the price is very scared of Vwap. Look at that. Rejected by Vwap. Rejected by it. Rejected by it. Rejected by it. Does that mean it'll be rejected by it again? Nobody knows. But so, could somebody accuse you of being random, of behaving in a degenerate way? Absolutely not. If you were to say, Clay, I'm getting short up around here because of Vwap, I'd say, hey, manage that risk because there's no guarantees, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're doing. I can see the logic. Krill, I have no idea what now you're saying thank you. We're starting off the stream strong. Tell me lies about TA. Thank you. Maybe English is not your first language, so I'll cut you. I'm not quite sure what you're actually getting at, Kirill. And I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. But yeah, right now, like I said, that Vwap is definitely the level that's been pretty stubborn here. So if you were to tell me that you are getting short or thinking of being short up around there, I would not blame you at all. Again, doesn't mean it's going to work. That's why stop losses matter, risk management matters, but like I said, or like I've said before in past live streams, trading is all about doing not random decisions. So it's right up in this general zone. Or is it going to get rejected? Evil Shadex. Waiting on the monthly account reset to try again. I'm going to switch up my strategy. Think I got too bold trading with too many contracts. Yeah, I've been there getting too bold. Whoa. All right. Well, this was a time where the VWAP. Yeah, I mean, it held. How many times was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times it held. So, and I took a couple of these. I don't remember which ones I took. I think I was up around here. No. This is okay. No, this is the one I alerted to the community when the price was. So I'll show you that alert real quick. I know some people are like, whatever. You're just saying that. Hindsight. Fair enough. I'll show the. Where did I make that alert? So this is the private community that's offered. Oh, right here. So at 10:11, you can see right there that was I quite, hey, is this thing stuck at the VWAP and the 50? So that's where I made that alert. And remember, that was at 10:11. And then right here was, if you look down here at the bottom, you can see the times right there at about 10, 10, 10, 11 right there. So yes, not only was it stuck there, could not separate through there, eventually did get a very nice rejection. So for those of you private community members that hang out on these things, anybody that took that trade, and if you were able to write it down quite a bit, congratulations to you. That was a very nice trade. Hey, Bullish Bear, good to see you. The Fun Gang. Hi, Clay. This is my first time in this live trading. Oh, good. I watched your replay last time where you recommended move to futures from stocks. Yes, Pam's Plant. I have Lightspeed account trading stocks, which hasn't been fun. I have Lightspeed. Okay, well, if you're going to do Pam's Plant strategy is just right here illustrated, and that's going from moving into futures and then using a prop firm for your trading. So the Pam's Plant strategy would be, or at least the one that I'm using, would be to use this prop firm right here, which is Take Profit Trader. So you would choose your platform, but the nice thing here is you don't have to go sign up. So first thing you do, you would select your purchasing power that you want. After you do that, during the during the checkout process, they're going to ask you what platform, and the platform that I'm using is Tradeovate. But you do not need to go to Tradeovate site separately and create an account there. Take Profit Trader, the prop firm, will create that account for you, and then they'll email you your login name and password, and it's a massive time saver. So that's what I'm using, the Fun Gang. That's what I would suggest is doing futures trading, yes, through the prop firm, because prop firms just give you a host of advantages, again, discussed right here as part of Pam's Plant. But that is what I'm doing, and that is what I think makes a whole lot of sense. And again, the platform that I'm using is Tradeovate. But again, don't go to Tradeovate separately. If you just use the link, then, and when I say the link, it's actually at the top of the page, but this one right here also, if you go there, it'll it'll support the channel, it'll give you the promotion, and then after you, like I said, choose the size of the, or not the size, but the purchasing power amount you want, then you would choose Tradeovate during the checkout process. So does that answer your question, Fun Gang? Yeah, that was your name, the Fun Gang. Well, got the breakthrough there. Tricky though, because even if I'm being realistic, even if your entry point was like around here on the short side, and then you put, so there's a chance maybe you survive that as a short if you put your stop slightly above the pink line there. But the price did peek its head above there. So did it grab some stop losses that it made that move? Yeah, probably. So I don't know. I don't know if I would have been able to survive that or not. If I'm being bluntly honest with myself, kind of hindsight trading, would I have survived that? Maybe, but that's a pretty big maybe, I think. Clay, I feel like we're friends. I know you, but I'm just a screen name. I mean, Kyle, we're friends. We're friends. I recognize your name. I know you've been here before. I am. I think I'm getting. I don't know. I think. I think I sound differently. Do I sound differently for those of you that have been here? So, Kyle, do I sound differently since we're friends? You know what I normally sound like. It feels like my voice is not quite what it is. So I think I'm getting a cold, but I got my tissues here. I got my hot coffee to keep the throat going. So we're going to see how far we can push. Who else got stopped by a tick right before it broke high of day? Yeah, Prezi. That's what I meant, is that's kind of rough. Although the trend line here that is still in play is right here. So I'm watching this, potentially interested in a short down through that area. I should probably switch off this account, go to my live stream account. So this is the account that I've been working on. So today was actually really a smooth day. Last week, a lot of days was like pulling teeth. I mean, I had all green days last week, but some days were just brutal. Friday was actually pretty good. And for those of you that were on the live stream Friday, I had a really nice day actually on the live stream account. But it was rough. All of last week was pretty rough, other than Friday. Today though was very smooth. And for this account, I've just trying to take it slow and steady, because this is a 150,000 purchasing power account that you see down here, and I've blown up several of these because I think I get too aggressive, I get too overconfident. So this time I've just been taking it slow and steady, let the gains add up. So that's where that one is. But like I said, I'll switch over eventually to the a bit nasally. Yeah. Again, if you have been here before, and the Fun Gang, if you have been here before and you know that you're going to enjoy it, as a reminder, please hit that like button. Why is it buffering? Let me run a speed test real quick on my internet. It seems like every time I try to go live, no, that's fine. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining. Maybe it's not buffering too much on your guys' end. No, I got 5 bars. All right, maybe that's just my imagination then. For those of you longer time viewers, oh yeah, we're fine on the upload too. The past couple weeks has been kind of rough when it comes to internet. Hey, Ed. Good to see you, Ed. Are you watching or just listening? I know. I'm learning. I'm new to Iowa, and I'm learning that Iowa and the internet isn't. I don't know what's going on. I've only been here since August, so I don't know if that's big enough sample size. But yeah, the internet's kind of sketchy. Again, though, if you've been here before, hit that like button. We're going for 110 likes again. If you have never been here before, then don't hit the like button. I get it. You don't know if you're going to like this or not. All right, now pushing up through that 200 period. Okay. So, Ed, do you see what I mean? So, Ed is a real-life friend. So I have to behave myself because he knows me in real life. But he's a gamer. So I'm trying to tell him, training is kind of just like a video game. And you're just trying to play the game. And that's, so Ed right now, because I don't know, for those of you that play or have, anybody here remember Age of Empires? Age of Empires. Anybody play that? I played it as a kid. It's still super popular, actually. So I'm just trying to equate that. Ed, so here's, imagine this. This is the military. One military is making progress, and you can see the progress because it's trending, and you can see the trend via the higher lows, or you can put in what's called a trend line. So that's just a trend line moving up. So the idea right now that I'm thinking is that if the price were to come down here and break this level, that means that this army that is currently making progress, something has gone wrong within the army, and now the other army is going to take over and begin to push back down. But in the world of trading, the two armies are the bulls and the bears. So right now, Army Bull is seemingly winning. But if it breaks down through that trend, then that brings about... Now, there's no guarantee, so that doesn't mean that the army is for sure the bear army is going to push down. But that's kind of the general idea. That's the video game that we're watching. The bulls versus the bears. If you're to look at this through the lens of AoE. Evil's played a ton of AoE. Which one? I like watching AoE 4 on Twitch. Kind of helps you not force trades. Okay, now I don't like it on this break. I can't, yeah. So I'm not going to take it on this break here because this candle, this is too big of a candle down. I wanted to see more of a slower approach. So in my opinion, that's too risky to take that short on this move here. Because this is almost getting a little bit too overextended. So that's somewhat disappointing. Again, it hasn't broke, but if we can get a couple candles here, maybe a little miniature bear flag, and then break down through there, I like it a whole lot more. But right now, yeah, if this comes down and pushes through it on this candle, or even the next candle, I can't take that. That's doesn't look too solid. But I mean, yeah, it is sitting right at the trend line now. Is Michael Jordan still on the Bulls? I wish. That was fun to watch, those ones. Man, he was fun to watch for sure. All right, sitting right at that trend line. So if we can get this candle to stay above it, and then on the next candle, I'd be very interested in potentially taking the short. Oh, I got to change in my other account, my live stream account. Let's see. There we go. So this is the account where if it gets roasted, it gets roasted. Not really too concerned about it, but it does allow me to put on some trades for the live stream. Because my main goal here is to educate, mainly make people aware of Pam's plant strategy. Because a lot of people have never really heard of futures, or they're intimidated, or they're not aware of prop firms. So Pam's plan is a way that did not exist when I got into trading. And I think it makes the most sense. And as I've said, I'll probably say a dozen more times, I'm definitely getting the cold. Well, I think I already have the cold. It's just a question of how much worse is it going to get. So I'll be wiping my nose. I know I sound a little stuffy. Hey, Emmy, good morning. And then, as always, I can't promise that I'll see every single chat, but $5 super chats I will see. I will respond to right away. So by no means is that required, but the only the risk is to not do that is that I either don't see the message, or maybe I see it, but then I get distracted because I'm watching the markets. Okay, here we're coming back down here. But like I said, I don't want to take it on this candle. Other problem is you have the overnight low right here. But I don't know. I think if this trend line can be broken, it could push down through these other things. But I don't want to take it on this one. What's your P&L? On this account, I have not traded. On my the other account that I trade today, right there. But I'm on what I call kind of my live stream account. All right, good, good. Let's extend this trend line out some more. All right, it held. Can't see. Well, it's there. Market looking choppy today? I don't know. I don't know about choppy. This was a pretty not choppy move. I mean, it broke down this morning, came up, rolled back over beautifully. Now, that was a pretty nasty move right there. That one probably roasted a bunch of people's accounts on the short side because that was a pretty big bounce. Do you guys hear that? Did you guys hear like any squealing? No, JJ. When I showed it was down here. The banner had nothing to do with that. Right here, JJ. Right here, my friend. There is no banner in front of that. Okay, now I'm going back to my... Hey, Frank. Going over the... Oh, man. Yeah, this thing was just all the way up here, and it dropped all the way back down there. That's too extended of a move. That's too volatile of a move. As I was saying, I wanted a little bit more methodical of a move before it broke. So I'm not going to take that. Now, maybe you're disagreeing with me right now. Maybe you're saying, Clay, you coward. I'm getting in. Hey, I'm glad you're thinking for yourself, because that's the whole goal. Don't follow me. I'm an idiot. Think for yourself. I'm just giving my thoughts, but at the end of the day, you gotta take those thoughts and do with them what you will. Again, if you are enjoying, hit that like button. I'd love to see if we could get to 50 likes within 30 minutes. We've never been able to pull that off. Well, no, we have family here visiting from Michigan, and it's my mother-in-law and then one of my sister-in-laws, and she's got 5 of her 7 kids with her, and I have 6 kids myself. So we have 11 kids in the house right now. They're good kids, but kids like to play, and they're playing in the room over, and kind of, well, kids are playing, but I'm not quite sure if the mic's picking it up. If it is picking it up, I'll let them know to quiet down a little bit, but if it's not, we'll just let them continue to play over there. So if you do hear anything like squealing, no, it's not pigs. It's just kids playing. But let me know. I'm not sure if the mic picks it up or not. If it does, just let me know. What are you trading because my broker does not have this signal? I'm trading futures. So Dr. Panda, you would need to have a futures. Oh, there it is right there. Well, like I said, I was not going to take that break because it was the break was a little too volatile for me with this candle up and down, although that was actually a pretty nice candle to come back down. So if it can clear through these if it can clear down through that purple line there, you got to think it'll pick up some downward momentum. Because the longs right now that have been playing this trend, they're not feeling so good, but they are able to say, well, and their but is, well, but it's at least staying above that 50 period moving average right there. ME, we have 11 kids total. 6 are mine, 5 are not mine, but they're here for right now. That's true. Yeah, soccer is 11 people on the field at once, isn't it? So I guess we do have we have a full football team. Yeah, we got a football team, soccer team. Thank you, Mad Mac. Yeah, it's there's never a dull moment. It's fun. Just trying to do our part to populate the earth, you know? Just trying to do our part. You look at the replacement rates right now, a lot of these countries, things are looking a little bit shaky. And that's why personally I was not a huge fan. did not feel right. Like I said, I wanted more of a methodical approach, and this was not very methodical for the price to spike up here and then drop all the way straight down. Now, to be fair though, if you're a scalper, for scalpers that was enough room. If they took that break, went down there, that was almost like 20 points worth of, that was 20 points. So that's plenty of space for a scalper. But if you are somebody that's not really a scalper, or maybe you chose not to scalp that move and you're looking for something, more continuation, then yeah, unfortunately for you, this is probably looking like a losing trade. So was this a good or bad trade? I don't know. It depends on what sort of strategy you chose to go with. Elusa has 9 kids. Good for you. That's awesome. That's awesome. What's their age range? My age range is oldest is going to be 13 next month. Next month. Technically in April. This last day of March. So very soon she'll be 13, and then her youngest is like 18 months. So we have so anybody that's got teenagers, feel free to dump some advice in the room. Hey, Clay, on the yellow line, would that be considered a double or triple top? This? Oh, I don't know. This was like, I counted earlier. It essentially got rejected off the yellow line, which is the Vwap, like 10 times. So I don't know what's the number for 10. You have double, which is 2, triple, which is 3, quart. I don't even know what comes after 3. I just know single, double, triple. Yeah, I mean, this was, I would say, considered more than a double or triple top. I mean, it got time and time again rejected. But right now, it's that pink line that's presenting the problems. I'm still interested in the trend line. This was indeed a false breakdown of it, but like I said, I didn't like the approach of it. I'd like to try to catch it more up here. That way I can put a stop above these highs and have a nice, tight little risk profile on it. But right now, at least for Clay, he has 6 kids with 1 woman. That is true. Elon Musk has 14 with different women. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely got a little bit of a different thought process than I do. So we do have common ground. We think that, populating the earth is a good thing. We have that in common. But yeah, I went the route of 1 woman. Kyle, we need more smart people to repopulate. Great job. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I hope my kids follow after get my wife's brain cells. Because or maybe it's just trading, right? Trading. Has anybody else ever had the market make them feel like a total moron? Give me a 3 in the chat box. Or am I alone? Have you ever has the market ever just made you feel like you have no idea what you're doing? Like, what am I doing with life choice? 1 3 is good enough, Frank. I get the point. Maybe you could just do like a Matt. Matt gave 3 3 3 in a row. Well, that makes me feel better. So maybe I'm not as stupid as what I feel. But yeah, sometimes the market's just like, man, Clay, you are a total moron. Why you never live traded? No, I've live traded now. I'm going on about 2 months of live trading. But I do have lots of live trading videos on the channel that I've been doing for years. So if you go to my site and then the blog part of it, and then, yeah, live trade. So there's lots of live trading here. Whoops, I put that in the wrong category. That should not be in that category. But as far as live streaming, yeah, I just started this a couple months ago. Elusive Lens. Just plugged in. What's your capital on those 2 profitable trades? So I'm assuming you mean on this account here. So what I'm doing is a prop firm. So I'll just talk about you, Elusive. So if you were to go and want to do these trades, as far as capital, the money required out of your pocket, this is part of Pam's plant. So this is Pam's plant, which is an argument for day trading futures with a prop firm. So that's what Pam's plant is arguing for. So the capital that would be required for you, Elusive, if you did this, would be, because I didn't take any big positions at all. So you could have done what you see here. You could have done it for $105 out of pocket. Now, the way a prop firm works is you first have to prove yourself by passing the test. And then after you pass the test, you go from what is called the test right here into a pro account. And then when you start to make money there, you would get to keep 80% of it. But as far as the actual money required out of your pocket, to go through the test and then get into the pro account and then start to make money. That would be, assuming you did the purchasing power of 25,000, you would need 105. Now, if you wanted more purchasing power, if you wanted 150,000 at the other end of the spectrum, then it would cost you 252. So that is how much capital is required. So the trades that you saw here, capital required out of my pocket, right there, what you saw on the screen, or what would be required out of your pocket. Does that answer your question, Elusive? Having bad days is exactly what messed me up, using too many contracts. No, I don't know. No, JJ, it's really a case-by-case basis. I'm not disagreeing that 25 or 50K works for you, but I have a lot of members of our private community where they would be like, no, I find really good success with 100 or 150K. So it's really just a matter of perspective. Again, I'm not saying you're wrong at all, JJ. I'm just saying that it's a case-by-case basis for sure. Again, could we get 12 more likes? The goal we've never hit is having 50 likes within the first 30 minutes. So if you are enjoying, hit that like button. Hit that like button, and there we go with the breakout. So this is why discipline is important, because I did talk quite about the trend line. I talked about how I'm not willing to take that break. I didn't like it. Didn't approach it in the right way, and I'm supposed to pat myself on the back. I did make the right choice there, but sometimes you choose the wrong strategy too. But scalpers, so this would be an argument for scalping right there. Scalpers had plenty of wiggle room right there to scalp out a profit, but sometimes the thing just keeps dropping, and then scalpers are like, man, why did I scalp out right there? I could have been, taking profits off way down here. But in this situation, scalping was the right way to go about that, because if you were looking for more, then in this situation, that would have been a losing trade. But if you were looking for more and then you got undisciplined, your account is probably toasted right now, because that's been a big move up against you. So hopefully people are disciplined in that regard. Quite a safeguard. Yeah. So exactly. So the nice thing about the prop firms is what I say is the added risk control, which comes in two ways. First way, they put rules upon you that force you to manage risk. And those are good things, because risk management actually matters in trading. So, and the rules that they put on you during the test phase, and even when you have the pro accounts, the rules are going to force you to consider risk, to focus on risk, to factor that into all of your trade plans, which again is a good thing. You've got to be focused on those things. Whether you're trading a stock, option, future, anything, you got to be focused on risk control. So a prop firm is going to force you to focus on those things, which is good. And then just the second part, you can protect your money. And the way that protect your money works is kind of, as I already talked about, if you go and do something really stupid, so let's just go back to the 25 account. So if you do something really stupid and you lose $1,500, yes, you failed the test. Yes, they will take the account away from you. You can always get the account again, but they will take the account away from you. But did you actually lose $1,500? Well, yes, you did if you're using your own money. Like a whoops, that was dumb, but I learned a lot. That can cost you $1,500. But in the prop firm world, did it actually cost you that? No, it cost you the $105 that it costs to get the account. So I always argue, we're all going to do dumb things. We're all going to get caught in those crazy movements. And I would rather have either a whoops, that was dumb, but I learned a lot, or just getting caught in a crazy move. I'd rather have that cost me $105 compared to $1,500. So that's the other side of why it's a more efficient way to guard against risk is, when those crazy things happen, you'll lose the account, you'll blow up the account as far as prop firm language or prop firm terminology is concerned. But it's not actually all that money coming out of your account. Only for U.S. residents? No, they're open to pretty much people around the world. What country are you in? And I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name because I will not pronounce it right. Good morning, Brian. All right, well, we got close. We got 43 likes within 30 minutes, so almost hit the 50 like. Maybe we'll try again tomorrow when we can get it. But this one is just beast moding right now. Yeah, even on the 5-minute, it's now up above the pink line there, the 200 period moving average. So classic example. And for this will mean more of those that have watched past live streams, because you've heard me talk about this time and time again about the back test and go. So I'm totally hindsight trading here, but again, that's what I mean. If you watch past live streams, you know you've heard me talk about this before. But it broke the key level of resistance right there, and then check it out. Came back down, back tested the breakout point, and then it headed back up. So just a classic example of the back test and then go. Now it hasn't gone a whole lot, but you know, it's right now it is now respecting that pink line there as the level of support. Are you done for the day? No. The live stream is just getting started. I was looking to take a trade down here, but I commentated why I ultimately did not take the trade, and I'm glad I didn't, because that would have been a, well, no, I was looking for more of a breakdown, so that would have been a losing trade for me, because I was not planning to scalp that one out. But now, seeing that, it has me a little nervous and probably thinking, should I be more of in a scalping mindset? So Gatanu, I'm totally mispronouncing your name. What country are you in? Because no, Pam's plant is not only for U.S. residents. Now they're not open to everybody, but some of the big countries that what might be, because I always get questions from Canada, people from India, people from the UK, and then people from Australians, and it is open to all of those countries. Some of the countries it's not open to, and they have a list on their site, but Iran not open to, Nigeria not open to, Somalia. How do you like? Where is the like button? That's a good question. Where's the like? Like if somebody wants to like the stream, how do they do that? I don't know. There's got to be something somewhere that's got like a thumbs up and it says like next to it. You'll click that. Okay. I am potentially interested in buying this pullback. Down around this area here, we'll go with this is still pretty volatile. So if it wants to pull back to that green line right there, I would be interested in willing to buy some more down here and then just put the line in the sand stop down here. But this would at least get me started. So we'll see if it cannot be in full screen. Okay. Yeah, to the right of your... Okay. Ed, a bunch of people in the chat room are helping you out. There we go. 50 likes. Very good. So close. Again, looking to buy the pullback here. And then I guess just in case it spikes, I would buy another 3 down there. And then stop will be below these areas here. So let's see what it wants to do here. Again, do not follow me. I'm an idiot. This is an account that I'm kind of more so free with, because this is just strictly for live streaming. So if I blow up this account, I don't care. So I have a different mentality compared to if you like. Now I'm not saying that this is necessarily a bad trade. I'm just saying don't follow me. You got to think for yourself. Just because I'm buying here, don't just randomly follow me in. It's strange that on the like section, thumbs up and down, I only see 26 on the thumbs up. No, as of right now, it's more. All right, getting close to that first entry point. Actually, I'm going to move it down to Vwap itself. I can't find the like. I don't know. I don't know then. Oh, look at that. Right off of that trend line. Look at that. You can't make that stuff up. Literally right off of the trend line. Isn't that where I was going to buy it first too, and then I moved it down to Vwap? See exactly. I literally had it nailed, and then I was like, let me move it down here. That's funny. I'm pretty sure that's where I had my order, wasn't it? I think I had it right at the tread line, and that's literally right where it bounced off of. That's funny. In a depressing kind of way. I've traded lots of options and stocks, a completely newbie to Forex. Well, this is not Forex. This is futures. So, Elusive, can you read a chart? Control your... No, my emotions are controlled. If anything, my emotions are a little too lackadaisical because, again, this is an account that I like, if it blows up, okay. So if anything, they're... well, I guess that I need to control them in the way of, like, not getting too lackadaisical about it. So you tell by the colors, green, long, red, short. That may be a little bit of an oversimplification, SM. So generally, broadly speaking, yeah, kind of, sort of. Oh, that's true, yeah. And the other thing, thank you, Red Tiger. As Red Tiger is pointing out, there is a delay here, too. So I don't know what the delay is. I think it's like 3 to 5 seconds. So technically, you're in the future than what I see. So don't, if that's why it's like, why doesn't my chart, like, how is Clay in the past? Because there is the delay. So don't. I'm saying in this specific context. So you can tell by the colors, green long, red short. I guess I don't know what you mean by tell by the colors. Tell what by the colors? Man. Does anybody remember, did I have my order there? Didn't I have it at that trend line or no? Because I can't remember. Or is this like hindsight confirmation bias where I think my order was better than what it actually was? Okay, yeah, if you meant futures, then yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. So Elusive, I can't remember if I asked you this. Do you know how to read a chart? Like, have you done candlestick trading and stuff like that before? You said you're going to go long. You have to buy orders on the screen. Oh, if you mean, oh yeah, green means I'm going long. That's correct. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the candlesticks. Yes, but green over here means I was trying to go long, and I'm going to go ahead and cancel those orders out. You did have it at that line. That's what I thought, Raspberry. Wait, didn't you, if I remember right, weren't you going to pick up some prop accounts like last Friday? You and like buddies or something like that? If I remember right, did you guys do that? Or maybe I have you confused with somebody else. I had my order at 19,162. Did I? Oh, I don't think. Wow, I don't know. It would have been so close if I got filled. If that's where I had my order. Mainly a technical account. It's like, okay, Elusive, well then you know how to trade futures. Right? Because Elusive, I could lie. I could be like, yeah, we're looking at stocks right now. And you would have no idea because you've seen stocks and you've seen stocks that look like this because you're just looking at candlesticks. So yeah, if you know how to trade, if you can read a chart and all that, then you're good with futures. But he didn't because his dog's stomach flipped and it cost him $3,000 for surgery. Pets are expensive. Pets are expensive. Whew. He must really love that dog. Pulled 10 points. Good job, Emmy. His wife. Yeah. Well. I hope the dog recovers well. I hope that was. I hope the $3,000 worked. You know, JJ, I'm not gonna. Don't even try to. I'm not even gonna comment anymore. You know. Don't even try, JJ. I see what you're trying to get. I'm not gonna get myself in trouble here. He's doing fine now, I believe. Well, I hope so. I really hope so. I hope I hope that dog lives for another 40 years, so they get a great return on investment with that $3,000. You got to be kidding me. Now, would I still be? Well, man, I don't know. Because if I trailed the stop, which is what I was thinking, yeah, I could see myself maybe still in this trade. That's, again, I had my entry point right there, and then I was like, oh, let me go for VWAP down there. And then, boop, right off the trend line. So the power of trend lines, amazing. And in this situation, frustrating, because I did not listen. Okay, are you guys hearing any of that squealing? Do you hear anything in the background? You do hear stuff? If so, I can go encourage them to quiet down. For those of you that are just getting logged on, so I have 6 kids, and then my mother-in-law and then sister-in-law are here, and they brought 5 of their 7 kids. So right now we're at 11 kids in the house, which is great because overall my kids they behave, their kids they behave, but I mean kids are still kids, so they like to play. So I'm just trying to make sure that it's not picking it up in the background. Yeah, my wife comes from one of 6 kids. Yeah, my in-laws, they have 28 total grandkids. I think that's where they're at. And I mean, then you just, for you stat nerds out there, 14 boys, 14 girls. Boom. Amazing. Amazing. No twins. What's interesting here on the 5-minute though, and maybe I should probably be watching this. Should probably get this trend line in play because you got to think a lot of people are drawing that trend line. So is that a breakout right there? If it breaks, where do you put the stop though? I mean, at this point it seems like you got to put it all the way down there, but that's a big stop. Whereas if this thing can come up here and go sideways a little bit, and then if you could get a stop like something like right here. So you buy the breakout, a nice tight stop. So either a breakout or roll back over. I like that a lot better. But yeah, I can't take this because I don't know where to put the stop. I mean, you could put it in an arbitrary spot, I suppose, but then it's just an arbitrary spot. So yeah, right now, yeah. But if this wants to, like I said, go sideways and then break, if it can give me a little a tighter stop, that would be more the ideal situation. But as of right now, well, it's right at the line. Yo, that's woo! Oh boy. Again, to be fair, the people that bought the breakout, if their stop is all the way down there, then they're still in the game. They're still in the game, but they're probably like, oh, why did I just buy that breakout? We'll see if it can recover for them. Hi, Clay from India. Hey, good to have you. Scalped it on the short side. Nice job, Raspberry. I don't want to clog up the chat with questions about futures basics. Pattern day trader rules, elusive. That's, my friend, that's the P of Pam's plant. I got to show him. He brought up, what are the pattern day trader rules? That is the beauty of Pam's plant and the strategy. Why? Well, because right up here, when it comes to futures trading, PDT rule, there is none. Trade as much as you want. Trade as much as you want. But as far as you wanting to learn about futures, let me link you this real quick. Let's see. Futures. Yeah, for anybody here that day trades stocks, day trades options, day trades Forex, or day trades crypto, you're literally wasting your time. Those things are garbage compared to Pam's plant. So check out that link that I just put there, Elusive. And that'll go down to the bottom of that page. And that's a free 4-part series. So make sure you scroll down. Class 1 is right there. So 4 classes, and you'll understand the structure, how futures work, all of that. So green up and red down, right? Yeah, so yep, exactly. At a very basic level, Ed. We'll talk some more though. We'll talk more Wednesday. Ice cup on the short side, green. Oh, yeah, I got that. Again, if you're enjoying, hit that like button. We are doing fantastic on likes. We are doing very, very well. So hit that like button if you are enjoying. So we'll bring back over the 5 minute. So another spike up above here. So if anything now, I may be thinking short, 20. Oh, yeah, I'll go short. I'll get short here if it wants to come back up. I got to see how this candle closes first. So if this candle, where are we at time-wise? All right, so there's still like 3 minutes before this candle closes. I could take this trade on the 1 minute. All right, let's do that here. All right, I'll go put a short order. I just want to go 2 because this thing does seem to have some strength behind it. So sell there, stop up there. There we go. So risking about 40 bucks on this one. If I'm wrong. Okay, I'm in. Got that. So now I need to, whoops. Gonna bring my stop loss down to, so now I'm winning no matter what. My stop loss is in the green. There we go. Let me just trail it down now. So not a question of if I make money, but how much money am I going to make? Because I don't know how far down this is going to go, but my stop loss is in front of my entry point. Let's see if push down some more, and then I can bring down my stop loss some more. So it doesn't want to bleed some more. So this is the best spot in trading to be. The only stress I have right now is how much money am I going to make? Not if I make money, but how much. That's where we want to be. The sweet spot of trading right now. Very close to getting stopped out. I'm hanging in there by the skin of my teeth. And I'm out. So there we go. Risking $40 on that one. Came out with 62 with the potential to make even more. Had the thing collapse, I would have been up way more than 62. So I gave it a chance to come down. And the dirty dog came up, stopped me out. And now is it going to drop down more? But there we go. So nice opening trade right there. That's what we call the wolf head. So for you members of the community in there, took the wolf head there. Worked out very, very nicely. A bull at 75. Yeah, Ed, you know, Ed, I kind of had the same thoughts. No, I don't trade. It literally makes no sense, elusive, to trade out. Like, that's not me trying to be like overly dramatic, but if in the category of day trading, if you want to day trade or be a day trader, then stocks, options, forex, and crypto, it literally doesn't make any sense. It's truly like, I'm not being, it's a waste of your time. It's an inefficient use of your capital. You're taking on way too much risk. It truly just does not make any sense. Why not risk more contracts? Well, I mean, I would have now in hindsight, but JJ, are you the type where had I risked more and then it went against me and it's a losing trade, would you be the guy that's saying, why'd you risk so much, Clay? Would you be that guy? Are you a hindsight confirmation armchair quarterback trader? Be honest. Had I risked more and then had it gone against me and then I lost more, would you be the guy that's now asking, why did you risk so much, Clay? Would you be that guy? Because I agree with you. I go all or nothing. Well, I do not. I do not go all in or nothing. That's not my style. But if that works for you, more power to you. But I am with you right now. I'm saying, geez, Clay, I should have risked. I should have went massive. But I mean, that's super easy for me to say now that I have hindsight when hindsight confirmation bias, right? It's you're always going to look stupid in hindsight, because I do agree. But I can tell you this: had that been a losing trade, I'd be like, man, I'm glad I went relatively small. But yeah, it sounds like we just go about the market different way, JJ. If you go all or nothing, I'm not saying if that works for you, fantastic, but that's not how I go about it. What's your daily profit and loss limit? Well, within the context of a prop firm, which is what I think makes the most sense and how to explain this, is so for a prop firm, let's just say you go with a 50,000, and you said you're in India. So this prop firm is open to people in India, but your loss limit would be $2,000. Like in a day, you're not allowed to lose more than 2,000. Now, or excuse me, just overall, you can never lose more than 2,000. Now, maybe you want to say, well, I only want to lose 500 per day. That's fine, but within the context of the prop firm world, they do not want you losing more than 2,000. Now, if you're in the 100,000, then right there you would see the 3,000. Or with the 150,000 purchase power, you're not allowed to lose more than 4,500. Now, if you do, remember, that's not $4,500 of your own money. That would only be 252 of your own money because that's what it costs to purchase the account. But you would technically fail, that you would blow up the account. They would take the account away from you. Now, you can always get the account again and try again. But as far as just kind of the overall loss limits, depending on the size, there you go. Well, and this one's returning back upwards. A question about the platform. The evaluation to approve the test accounts is done automatically. Do they monitor all tests and automatically approve those? Yeah, yep. Yeah, once you pass the test, they'll the next day they'll send you an email and tell you what needs to happen to move into the pro account. If I have P&L 1505 on the day, my equity goes to 30. My question is, inside of the test account 50K, the rule is don't make more than. My equity is up 13 scalp trading, I guess. My question is this: inside of my test account 50K, the rule is don't make more than. Yep. Because exactly, Frank. Because on the 50K account, your goal is 3,000, so you're not allowed to make more than 50% of that in a single day. Yes, he would be that guy. What are you trading, by the way? That trade was on the MNQ, which is the micro futures. So do I need to lose $5 or is it based on equity? If you're up right now, Frank, 1360 on the day. If that's how much you're up on the day, then you don't need to lose any money because you're still below the 1500. How many other plays do you have in your playbook? And do they all have cool names like Wolfhead? Oh, I don't know about how many plays. And I don't know. I mean, no, some of them are just. Sorry. This is, I'm trying to watch this. I could get short here. I got a pretty tight stop, but no. Mainly watching the 5-minute here. Could be getting short here with just a stop above there, but this seems pretty strong right now, so I'm going to pass on that trade. What was the question about? I don't know how many plays I have. And do they all have cool names? I mean, maybe. Some of them you might think are stupid names, so I don't know. Do they all have cool names? I don't know about cool names. They do have names. I don't know if they're going to be cool or not. Is it monthly only during eval or for the whole account time? Very good question, JJ. So and I'm only speaking for Take Profit Trader. I don't know how other prop firms do it. But during the test phase, hey, Clay, how long do I have to take the test? You can take it as long as you want, but I encourage people to get it done within a month because during the test phase, every month they're going to charge you that $119. But once you get it done and pass, and then you move over here into the pro accounts, there is no monthly fee on these accounts here. Which, again, I'm not sure if that's how all prop firms do it. I'm only speaking for Take Profit Trader because that's the one I use. That's the one I recommend. But no, there are no monthly fees. There are monthly fees here, but again, that's why I say get it done within the month. And I realize you may be saying, well, I've never made $3,000 in a month or $1,500 in a month. With futures, they move quickly, and it's definitely more than reasonable. Bitcoin is up. Well, Bitcoin is assuming you're day trading, Bitcoin is an absolute waste of time to trade. Waste of capital, all of that, because of Pam's plant. So I'm glad Bitcoin is up if you're like some sort of swing trader or investor on it, but We're talking more so day trading here. And from a day trading standpoint, Bitcoin is a waste of time, waste of capital, waste of risk. Triple, good morning. Or just hello. Kelvin, good morning. We only have... I swear you do this to me on purpose, Kelvin. This is the third live stream in a row where you've done this on purpose. Or where you've done this. I literally just answered something, and then I kid you not, like 2 minutes later, you asked me what I just answered. Are you doing this on purpose, Kelvin? Is this just a massive coincidence at this point? Oh yeah, there was the back test there. Good morning, Casey. No, you have to do the test for at least 5 days, but you can take as long as you want to pass the test. I swear I just don't understand. Okay, this test right here, you have to trade for at least 5 days. So 5 days is the bare minimum, but you can take as long as you want to pass. But I encourage people, try to pass within a month so that you don't get hit with this monthly fee again. Because after you pass and you go from the test to the pro account, there are no more monthly fees. So the test goes minimum of 5 days, but you can take as long as you want. But I say get it done within a month so that you don't have to pay the monthly fee again. Because after that, after you move from the test account to the pro account, no monthly fees. I'm long from 224. Oh, good job. 224 is right there. Very good. Very good, Casey. Glad I did not take that short that I was talking about just a few moments ago. It would have been a losing trade. Like I said, it seems like it's got too much strength in it. Although we're going to get spicy here. Everybody hold on. Don't be scared. Don't get scared now. Name the movie. Don't get scared now. Name the movie. Don't get scared now. We have the rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern. Now, maybe this is about to just laugh in my face and be like, get that rising wedge out of here. But as I'm not looking at it, it just rejected off that top trend line. Look at that. Now, a rising wedge does not mean that this thing is going to crash, but it does suggest a bit of a pullback. So right, I'm not crazy, right? I drew that trend line and then it bounced right off it like a second after I did that. I'm not patting myself on the back. I am patting charts on the back. Technical analysis, what you're seeing here, is not a perfect tool. There are no perfect tools, but is it a tool that I believe is worth learning? Absolutely. And you just look at this thing. I love technical analysis. Man. What indicators do you use? I am mainly moving average and candlestick and trendline kind of guy. Monk. Monk, good job. Home Alone is correct. How old are you, Monk? I'm 41. So you got to be in your like mid 30s to I don't know, mid 40s to have gotten that quote. That's my guess, Monk. Frank, well done. Again, if you are enjoying, hit that like button. The goal is 110 likes. We're at 66. So if you are enjoying this, make sure to hit the like. Rashid, correct. But technically you were after Monk, so you might have just cheated by looking at Monk's answer. And there is the rising wedge. Now the true test is right here. Does it get the break and then even more downside? But again, I don't like the approach. I want to take it if it wants to bounce and then just kind of hover around here. So can we get a bounce and have it hover around and then break? Or is this thing just going to go down through it and then just drift off into oblivion? 15 points short off of the trend line. Congratulations, Emmy. Well done playing that rising wedge. Well done. I think I should have traded at where it just got rejected at. I mean, I think I should have too. But to be fair to both of us, Kelvin, that is hindsight confirmation bias. Point being, let's just say that the price came up here and exploded. Would you be saying, I think I should have traded at where it just got rejected at? I would assume, Kelvin, that you would not be making that statement. Why? Because, well, you know what happens. It would have continued on. But yes, in this situation, I'm with you. Yeah, I should have taken that trade. But honestly, I mean, it got there so quickly. It all happened. Boom, I got that trend line in place, and then just like that. Do I trade the full session? No way. Nope. Nope. I have a total realized profit of 31.50 today. Good job, Casey. Very good. MNNQ up. Is that you, Lin? The name is in, I don't know what language that is. Either Chinese or Korean or something. Is that you, Lin? I can't tell by the avatar, but that looks like that's maybe Lin. I don't know. You let it get rejected at least twice. Hey, do what works for you. So what I'm interested here on the 5 minute is, can we get a pullback to that 200 period moving average, which is that pink line right there? Because right now we do have, it's also kind of near the lower part of that trend line right there, but I don't know if it's going to head down there or not. That's kind of what I'm looking at. That was on the NQ with 2 contracts. With the 15 points, good job. So let's see if that's 200. So 300. So you made 600 on that? Good job. Good job. So as I was talking about, rising wedge does not mean that the price is going to totally collapse. I mean, it could be the leading indicator of a collapse, but usually, it just suggested a pullback, and that's exactly what we experienced, a pullback here. Did break to the downside of it. And again, what was your strategy? If you're looking to scalp, if you got in right around, I don't know, 28, how low did it go? 28 down to, you said about 10 points. So maybe enough room in there for a scalp. I don't know. If you're looking for more room, maybe you would have had your stop up there, so you're still in the game here. Again, if you broke that, and that's why I didn't like, because I didn't like the stop placement all the way up there. That was a pretty big risk profile. Well, now you could potentially take it and just have your risk right there. Your stop above those highs, shrink down that risk profile a little bit. But it's still up above that 21 EMA, and that's got me nervous because check out the last time it was at the 21 EMA, bounced. Does that mean it'll for sure bounce again? Nope, there are no guarantees, but it has me nervous because there was a track record of it bouncing right there. So do I want to get short just above where that's bounced before? I'll pass on that one. So again, doesn't mean it'll for sure bounce again, but the track record is there of the price respecting that level. So that has me a little too nervous to want to get short at that area. But if it can fall below there, I could see that kind of creating a whole nother round of downside pressure. But as of right now, it continues to bounce right at that area. So we'll see if history repeats itself once again, which I don't think would shock anybody, right? Because people be like, well, I mean, it just did what it's already done once, twice. So will it bounce again? That's the great question. If it does not, then yeah, it could definitely pick up some more bearish pressure to the downside. But as of right now, it's trying to bounce. It's trying to bounce. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that line as it served its purpose. We're going to keep that line in place, see if that comes into play any time down the line. So we will keep the upper trend line in place there. I've blown up enough accounts to now start being smart and chart, baby. Yeah, I like it. Chart, baby, chart. Exactly. Can I use that, Emmy? Do I have your permission? Chart, baby, chart. That's got a good ring to it. Well, there it is. Once again, that 21 EMA has bounced, and that's exactly why had me a little nervous to get short right there. So the bounce off of that 21 EMA. Now, is the 21 EMA perfect? It's not Holy Grail. I do think that you should at least experiment with it. Throw it on your chart, see what you think about it. JJ, you don't have to spam the room. I'll get to your question. Like I said, JJ, if you want me to answer it and see it right away, that's where the $5 super chat comes into play. But please do not spam the room with the same message over and over again. Again, I will eventually get to it because I start at the top and I try my best to work my way down. But if, again, and that's why nobody has to do a super chat. I'm just saying the benefit of the super chat is I'll get to it immediately and I'll see it. If you don't, that's fine. The risk to that is A, maybe I don't see it, and then B, maybe I don't get to it until 20 minutes from when it was asked. But please, just as a general rule, don't spam the room with the same message over and over again. Thank you. And this concludes the public service announcement. Do you take... So is this... I don't know. This is maybe me fitting a square peg through a round hole. But is that the short right? Yeah, this isn't really a rising wedge. I think that's me fitting a square peg through a round hole. I don't know. You can let me know. Like I said, I welcome people disagreeing with me. We can always agree to disagree. But if anything, that shows that you're thinking for yourself. If you're just like, yep, I agree because you said so, I'm not really a fan of that. We got to make sure that we can think for ourselves as traders. Very, very important to have that skill set. But as of right now, that 21 EMA, once again. Clay, why don't you just buy there? Well, because I didn't have a whole lot. I was, it was still within the context of that rising wedge. So there was still enough bearish elements where I wasn't looking to go long there, but because of the 21 EMA, it had me skeptical from the short side. Do I like dogs? Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything against them, but would I say I'm a dog lover? Nope. But I grew up with a dog. Don't have a dog now. So let me put it this way. I'm indifferent. Like, I don't even know if I'd say I like dogs, but I can definitely say it's not, I don't dislike dogs either. It's not like I hate dogs. It's not like I don't like dogs. But do I like them? Do I love them? No. Do I hate them? Do I dislike them? No. I'm pretty indifferent. I will say this, though. If you have financial goals, and if you're trying to grow wealth, build wealth, any sort of financial goal, knock out debt, and you have a dog, it's like, okay, that is an unnecessary expense on your balance sheet. Like, not having a dog would make that financial goal happen quicker. So I am against pets within the context. Now, if you can fully afford the pet, fine. Like, if I'm debt free, I'm already growing wealth. I have multiple streams of income. I have passive income. Like, okay, cool. But like, if you have those goals, and then you have 4 dogs or 13 cats, it's like, okay. You're sort of slowing down your financial goals by taking on all these extra expenses. So that's why I sort of kind of have a problem, but just from like a strategy standpoint. So nothing against dogs or cats or any pets, other than the fact of if you have financial goals, they are creating a lack of efficiency. Unless you're using, like, now obviously there's exceptions. Like if you're running a hunting business, for example, and you have dogs because you take clients out and these dogs, pheasant hunting, or example, help the birds fly up. Okay, well, that's a little bit of a different situation. But like if you're just having a dog, just have a dog, or a pet, just have a pet, and you have other financial goals, that's why I'd say, your things could go faster if you didn't. Oh yeah, I was like, how did I even get talking about that? Because Dave asked me if I like dogs. There we go. There's my probably answer that you're like, Clay, it was a yes or no question. JJ, I'm not avoiding the question. In fact, I mean, you asked me a question that would like be one fun to like brag about. Like you asked me, how much is my biggest profit day? I'm avoiding it because you're sort of blowing up the chat. And like I said, all right, have a good one, Ed. See you later. I think I'll just trade between the trend lines for a bit. Well, you do what you think works best, Raspberry. Have been a follower for many years. Can you give us a refresh and describe what a wolf candle is? No, Rick, that's for members. That is for premium members. So if you are a premium member, though, Rick, just in the member portal, we have the search box. Once you log into your account, at the top, there's the search. If you just type wolf candle or wolf head or hammer head, it'll bring up a bunch of examples of that. But no, I need to remain loyal to the paying customers, right? Because if it were me and I paid for something and then, wait, this dude is giving away, this guy's just telling everything that I just paid for, I'd feel a little shafted. So, no, I can't. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I'll talk about things just in general, but I'm not going to like break down every nitty-gritty detail because that would be unfair to paying members. Inflation is crazy and pets are not on the list for my family, but my kids just really want one. I feel so torn between that. Well, yeah, my kids want one too, but I tell them you can have one, but I mean, how much money do you have? You're going to have to, they're kind of on a kick right now to pick up cans because in Iowa you get like 5 cents or whatever. It's like you're going to have to get a lot of cans if you want to afford a dog. But yeah, no, I'm there too. My kids would love a dog. And once we get out on the acreage, because we're going to build a house on some acreage I have here in Iowa. Might get one. But, yeah. Again, I personally think they work against people if you have a financial goal. Like, they're just slowing down your financial goals. So, again, to be fair, that doesn't mean that you can't hit those financial goals. But my personality, I like to, like, get it and get it done. Get it done smart, get it done efficiently. So I'm just, I'm all about let's get things done as efficiently as possible. And a pet just makes things inefficient. Again, doesn't make it impossible. It just makes it inefficient. And I mean, to be fair, maybe like I might be doing it wrong. But Clay, you shouldn't be focusing on efficiency so much. Maybe so. But I do. JJ, I don't know. I have no idea what my biggest profitable day ever was. I think it was on LinkedIn, on the IPO. I don't even remember it. So this is a borderline line because I'm trying to remember. But LinkedIn, I think I made on the IPO day. And remember, LinkedIn doesn't even trade anymore because Microsoft has since bought it. But I don't know. I made like 25,000 on it. But then I gave back like 20,000 later on in the day on it. So that's it. But that's still that happened years ago. Like when was LinkedIn's IPO? Now I'm curious. Because, again, LinkedIn was bought by Microsoft, so they're not even publicly traded. When was LNKD IPO? Wow. I'm an old man. May 18th of 2011. LinkedIn, the world's largest professional network on the internet. And that was a crazy day. That was a wild day. Yeah. So, May 18th of 2011 was when I had my best trade, but then I also had a really bad trade, too. JJ, you can start doing super chats. You've kind of hijacked the whole thing. JJ's asked about 47 questions now without a single super chat. And there's other people here wanting to ask that have asked like once or 2 questions. I buy all my animal food from the feed store, far cheaper and better quality than big box stores. Yeah, no, that good, yeah. That's good. That's a form of efficiency within the pet world. My argument still stands. You're still not operating at maximum efficiency, though. When the market gap's down, those big days are always give me trouble. Yeah, I hear you. What just happened? I've been talking about dogs. No, all right, no. As I look at the 5-minute, because right now, hindsight confirmation bias, I want to sit here and act smart and be like, oh yeah, I would have taken that short, but I missed it. But when I look over at the 5-minute, no, I would not have taken that short. Now in hindsight, I should have taken it short because it continues to bleed, but no. But on that note, I should be interested. Yeah, I'm interested in going long down here. Needs to double. Hoover, I emailed you back, by the way. Oh, maybe you already replied back to me now, too. No, you have not emailed me back. Well, Hoover, I did, and it says that you're on the server, so... yeah, I can risk that. No problem. So I'll just buy one there. Put my stop right below there. Vwap. See if I can get a bounce off that. Or should I just be buying at Vwap? Move it down a little bit there. There we go. Now I'm at about a $20 risk. So if you've never traded futures before, watch this number if I get filled and ask yourself, how do you feel about how that number is moving? Again, if you've never traded futures or have never seen traders move, or, you know, if I get filled, I want you to watch that number, because what I'm about to do here, if I can get filled, is the bare minimum of movement that you could expect. So I'm in education mode right now for those of you that have either never traded futures, never seen trader or futures trade. If I get filled, if I'm able to buy, watch the number right there and ask yourself, how do you feel about how it's trading? Did you go short? I did not go short. Nope. SPY breakdown. Roger that. Does it back test? Does it back test to 21 and continue falling? Yeah, that's an interesting thought, because it was respecting that so much as a support, not as a support. Now it's respecting it as resistance. My dog is my security. Again, I can think of other ways that I can think of security ways that you don't have to feed every month. Now, you do have to feed it lead, but lead is, you know, kind of, you can do like a one-time payment, get quite a bit of lead, and then you don't have to pay for the food anymore for this other form of security that I can think of. So I'm not quite sure I'm fully on board with the security argument, because I can think of, and not to mention this other way, the thing that you feed lead over time, they tend to go up in value, including the lead itself. So it's kind of like precious metal investing that also gives you security. Do you prefer market order or limit orders? It just depends on the strategy. I was short, took $53 on one MES. Fantastic, David. Good job. I bounced right off of the 5 minutes. IR. What's IR? Yes, Kelly. Yeah. The code Clay includes the 30% off and no activation. Yes, it does, Kelly. I got to spend a couple. Okay, yeah, no, I've never heard of that. I mean, I haven't heard of a whole lot of people. I kind of just keep my head down, do my own thing. Again, I'm looking to buy here at the green line, but as of right now, that's not looking like a very smart buy, because if anything, I'm going to be buying the breakdown of this essentially little miniature. So I'm going to cancel that out, because there's a little bit of, a little bit of a bear flag here forming. So if it breaks down, I don't want to be buying the breakdown of the bear flag anymore. Because at this point, when it was kind of just moving down, it was kind of trying to stretch into me and my order. But at this point, like I said, or if you want to call it a bear pennant, whatever floats your boat. But yeah, so I'm no longer interested there. I'm not looking to buy the breakdown of that area. Again, if you were enjoying, hit that like button. Been a while since I've asked, so let's see if we can push this up into the 80s now. So if you've been here for a while and you're enjoying, hitting that like button helps out. So we'll see. It's still a little tricky though, because in my opinion at least, I don't even feel comfortable going short, because sure, this is a pattern, but if you go short at the break of this trend line, well then right away you have to potentially deal with the 50 period and the VWAP as bounce points. So, I mean, do you wait and get short right there? Because at least at that point, all of these have been cleared out of the way. But at that point, are you chasing the price? So just not an ideal setup, because all the congestion here is kind of muddying the waters. I'm going to put a trend line in there just to... all right. All right, JJ, third person banned. Congratulations. I don't even know what happens if you ban somebody. Can they still listen in or not? I don't know. But JJ just earned himself the third ever ban. I can only take so much self-entitlement from somebody. But congrats, JJ. We usually have really good people here. I can't believe there's only been 3 bans since I've started 2 months ago. But for the most part, everybody is super cool. I have seen it, haven't had time to work. Okay. I just want to make sure you at least saw it. Yeah, I still want to. Well, yeah, man. Like I said, it's just yes, technically that's like I said, a little bit of a bear flag that was forming there, but it's not clean. None of this is clean now, and that's why I like charts because for me to just say, well, things aren't clean, like what does that even mean? Those are just words. But what I mean by that is, from a short side, it's not clean because you have the 50 period, you have the 200 period, you have the Vwap all in this area. So do you really want to get short when all that stuff is just kind of muddying up the waters? And then from the long side, like I said, I wanted to buy at that pink line, but if you buy at the pink line of the Vwap, now you're buying a breakdown of that bearish pattern breakdown. So it's not clean either way. So yeah, for me, it's just kind of like we're at a wait and see. What's the ES up to right now? Oh, the ES is a little bit more. Yeah. I don't trade the ES, but do you get short right here with the stop right there? I could see something like that making sense. Yeah, especially with this candle here that formed. Getting short there, stop over there, and even if it just goes down to retest those lows and bounces relative to what was being risked, you're still getting a nice little reward down there. Now, obviously, it doesn't mean it's gonna bounce right there, but even if it were to go down there and then bounce, like I said, I'm not an ES trader, so. Don't ban me. I just having too much. No, Kelvin, you're not. You weren't like. You're not even close to like what JJ is like. Never. No, you're good. You're good. And it's not that JJ was asking too many questions, but some of the comments he started to throw out there implied like, hey, like I'm entitled to ask a million other questions and have other people miss out on their opportunities because, well, just because. Mohammed looks like a head and shoulder. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, for me, it's got to just be a wait and see right now. It is. Let's extend this out. Let's see if this trend line actually comes into play at all now from the resistance side of things. Will this trend line, which was a support, are we going to get the back test and go? So is this trend line now going to be a resistance where it comes up here and rejects back down? If you're to tell me you're thinking of getting short at that trend line, obviously nothing is guaranteed. Risk management matters, but I would not call you crazy. I would not be like, what are you talking about? Stop being a degen. That's totally random. I said, oh no, I see what you're saying. This was your former support trend line. Now you're just seeing if the idea of this form of support is now going to act as resistance on the back test. So it doesn't mean it's going to work, but I would not call that random. I would not accuse you of just kind of throwing darts at boards. JJ's, yeah, no, exactly. It became obvious he's just trolling. That's why he gone. He gone. Joshua does look bearish. I don't know what to think right now. I don't know what to think. I can't tell if this is bullish or bearish. That's why I'm order SOH, which I would say order, who knows what an SOH order is? I would argue the most powerful order, the order that should be used more times than not. What is an SOH order? Does anybody know? Let me know. SOH. SOH orders. My claim is they are some of the most powerful orders out there. Does anybody know what an SOH order is? SOH. There you. Well, yeah. All right, Kelvin. You do listen. Sometimes I wonder, like, does this guy ever listen to anything? He's asked. He just asked me something I just answered, but you listen there. There you go, Mark. There you go, Noah. The SOH, the most powerful order available to us as traders. The BK dot, you got like 1/3 credit. Yes, sit on hands. Sit on your hands, don't do anything. And that's where I am right now because I have no problem in it. I can't quite tell. Is this bullish or bearish right now? Is this just some sort of kind of chop fest? I don't know. It seems very, mishy-mashy right now. And maybe you see something. We're like, no, Clay, it is bullish for XYZ. And yeah, or maybe you're saying it's bearish for XYZ. If you see something that I don't, cool. But for me, I can't quite, I don't know what to think right now. The profits question from JJ. No, that's a fun question to ask. He's like, what's your best profit? I'm like, who doesn't want to talk about your best profit? So that had nothing to do with it. But yes, that was the question, and then him spamming the question, and then accusing me of avoiding the question. It's like, okay, I see what you're doing now. But it had nothing to do with, yes, it was a profit question that eventually was like, all right, that's enough. That revealed his hand. But no, it was not the essence of the question, because I mean that's a fun one to talk about. But yeah. And if you think that was me triggered, that's funny. That's funny. Like I don't think people really understand. Well, I'll take that back because I can't speak for how other people live stream. But there is an entertainment component to this. So I'm old enough, like I'm grumpy enough now. Like the channel started in 2013. So I'm old enough, I'm grumpy enough now to like I literally don't like I clearly like JJ whatever. Like but if you think I'm ever triggered, just remember, what does it say on the screen? This is not advice, this is entertainment. So just remember that. Again, I'm not going to speak for all live streamers, but if you think that I actually care, like I'm open, I'll consider things, but am I going to lose sleep at night over JJ? I'm definitely not. But will I maybe try to turn that into a little bit of entertainment? Yeah, of course. Of course, this is a for-profit business. I got a goal. I want to get this thing up to 1,000 concurrent people. My record right now is 139. So if I got to use a little entertainment, if I got to use a little JJ, I'll use J. But there is also a point where it's like, I do still want to grow. And my business thesis is it's going to be harder to grow if there's people like JJ polluting the chat box. So there is some of that. But like, am I actually triggered? There's a deep question. Or is this for entertainment? Dun, dun, dun. No, I'll also clarify. I'm not saying that I'm actually being entertaining. I'm just trying to be entertaining. But I'm not arrogant enough to think that I actually am entertaining. But I'm trying to be entertaining because I think entertainment will help grow the stream. And by growing the stream, because this is a for-profit business, it will work out better in that way. And hopefully I can educate more people because at the core, my goal with this is not to try to impress anybody that I'm a good trader. I'm trying to make people aware of Pam's plan. Pam's plan is undefeated. If you want to offer up an argument against it, my argument is this. If you are in the category of day trader, then day trading stocks, day trading options, day trading Forex, day trading crypto is a waste of time. It's silly. It's a waste of capital. It's way too much risk. It just makes zero sense. I argue for Pam's plan, which is trading futures through a prop firm. And I have nobody has been able to defeat the argument. Nobody. I'm open. If you want to tell me how this is a bad idea or how this is a bad strategy, let me know. The best I've had is people attack me. But that's the ad hominem fallacy. You're not attacking the argument. You're attacking the person making the argument. So let's just get that out of the way. Assume all negative things about me are true. So any negative thing that you can think about me, let's just assume that is true. Okay, now let's talk about Pam's plan. What is wrong with Pam's plan as a strategy? Again, it's undefeated within the category of day trading. So that is my ultimate goal with this, is I want to make people aware of this, because at the end of the day, it's actually, it's a valid strategy, and nobody has told me how it's doesn't make sense as a strategy. Nobody. Did we not just have this conversation, or is this deja vu? You'll have to define what conversation. A little JJ. Susanna, hey Clay, are you trading in 1 hour or 5 minutes? I just signed in. Susanna, this is the 2-minute time frame. We are looking at the 2-minute here, but you have to keep in mind that I have multiple monitors. So when I look over here, I am looking at other time frames too. But what you're looking at here is the 2-minute. When you see a setup, are you just sniping or are you doing swing trades? Are you doing day swings? Well, The first one I made, this was not a snipe. I got in, it hit my first profit target, and then I trailed down the stop. So that was not a snipe. My other account, the one that I'm working on, whoops, this one right here, this had a mixture. I had some snipes in there, and then I had some that I try to let work for me. But for the live stream account, I've only had the one trade. I think he asked you 2 times in the chat room because you skipped his question. I don't know how many times he asked, but he was asking a bunch of questions, and then he started to spam them. And he was here long enough to know about the policy. Like, if you want me to get your question and get to it right away, that's where the $5 super chats come into play. But yeah. Try to use little JJ for some entertainment. Do you own the prop firm? No, I do not own the prop firm. But I believe in the prop firm, and the main reason why I believe in them compared to other prop firms is their payment policy. So the way prop firms work, generally speaking, you make money, and then you have to request that money to be sent to your bank. And other prop firms, again, this does not make them a scam or anything like that, but other prop firms are like, well, let's say you make $10,000. Other prop firms will be like, well, you can only request money every so often. And even when it is time to request money, you're only able to request, let's just say $3,000. Even though you made $10,000, you can only request $3,000. Whereas Take Profit Trader, they're like, no, if you make $10,000, then you can request it whenever you want, and you can request the full $10,000. So yeah, Take Profit Trader is a little bit more expensive at the front end, but for the back end flexibility, to me, that makes the most sense. Is if you've made the money, then you should be able to request the money in any amount whenever you want, and that's Take Profit Trader saying. All right, we are at the back test here. Where's that high right there? Yeah, you know what? I'll get short here just for a little. Oh, no, I took the wrong one. Wrong contract. I'm in NQ right now. That is not what I wanted to be in. Oh, no. Man, I did that last week, too. Try to give it a little bit more cushion here. Nope, I got to get out. Oh. All right, so does anybody remember me doing that last week? So that was supposed to be 1 MNQ. 1 MNQ. M stands for micro, meaning it moves a lot slower. But what I just did there, because I was on the wrong tab, I did not switch to the right tab. I just did 1 NQ. And NQ, as you see here, moves very quick. And that was a $285 loss. So, lesson. Always check. If you're going to trade MNQ and NQ like I do, always make sure you check what tab are you on. Because I was on the wrong tab there. And that's not what... So that would have still been a losing trade with the MNQ, but it would have been, I don't know, like a $30 loss or something like that. So there we go. That's the learning. Well, let's move this line out. Is this line going to come into play now? We'll see. So there goes my green day on this account into the red. Again, lesson. If you're going to trade different types of contracts, before you make the trade, always double check. What tab am I on? What tab am I on? Or else you risk doing what I just did right there. Thank you for that feedback, Frank. All right, can we get 9 more likes? Let's get this thing up to 100. We're approaching. I mean, we still have 26 minutes, but I will go past the 2-hour mark. 2 hours kind of been the benchmark. I'll go past 2 hours, but we have to have this at least at, let's call it 105. No, let's just go 110 likes. We can get 18 more likes here in basically 26 minutes. So if you're enjoying, let's get this up to the goal of 110 likes or $15 in super chat. So I know some people have already used their likes. So if you want to, do super chats, we'll do that too. Fred Fairchild. Hey, Clay, I haven't kept up with you in some time, but it's awesome to see you've moved on to the futures. Take Profit is fantastic company. Yeah, thanks, Fred. Yeah, got into futures back in November finally after my community has been like, Clay, getting futures for like the past 3 years. maybe even 4 years. And I don't say that like as an my community has been saying like, Clay, you're gonna love futures, get into futures, and then prop firms. And I was pretty sketched out by prop firms for quite a while, but enough kind of guinea pigs and enough people tried things out and proved like, okay, prop firms are legit, depending on which ones you choose. So that's why, again, take Profit Trader. They have a track record, they pay, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, finally moved into it back in November, and then started live streaming essentially about 2 months ago now. I think we're almost at 2 months of live streaming. So easy to hit the wrong button. So yeah. Well, on the bright side, this is my live stream account, so it is what it is. But yeah, annoying. Maybe we'll try to get this back and just show if I can turn this into an educational lesson about the dangers of trying to get back losses. But then again, if I get it back, then I'm kind of I'm not really proving the lesson that I want to prove. Not sure if this has been asked, but with the prop firms, what is the commission structure? Yeah, I don't know if it has, Riff, but that's a good question and easy to quickly answer. So after you get out of the test account, so test account, and then you go to pro account. Pro account, you get to keep 80% of your gains. And then in the Pro Plus account, you keep 90% of your gains. Doing all right. 4 more likes and at least we're at 100. So we only need 14 more likes and we got about 14 minutes to go, or like I said, $15 in super chats. Don't forget the cushion. Thank you. So yeah, technically we need to get up to, let's call it 112 likes, because there's always JJs. And I say that because JJ was like, I'm about to take my like away unless you answer my question. And that's where it's like, okay, now this is just full-blown like troll mode. So yes, there are, so for the JJ effect, you're right, Dan, we got to give a little cushion. So we need 112 likes, because there's always going to be the JJs that show up and take away likes, like right when we get there. We might have to go with that now. Just call that like the JJs. There's always going to be the JJs to describe that phenomenon, Dan. I'll think about it. But really, I can't even remember the past 2 people I've banned now. Like, I don't even remember their names. So I'll probably forget JJ's name, and unless people keep it up as a running joke now. Maybe it'll turn into a running joke. Can profits be withdrawn on that same day? No, you have to let the day finish so that they can calculate and see what your actual day was. But so it'll have to be the next day. Because technically speaking, if you make $10 and you're done trading, well then yeah, you'd be able to request that $10 the next day. But if you're up $10, you can't request it and then go and trade and then lose the $10 because then you've requested money that you've just lost. Does that make sense, fun gang? JJ for president. I hope you stick around, Nighthawk. I don't recognize your name. This might be your first time on the live stream, but I like you. You got a good sense of humor. That does make sense. Very good. Again, please, everybody. A very important lesson. 2 things. Always learn to click that button right there. Assuming you're using Tradovate, because that will cancel all your orders and you won't get a surprise fill. So that's still number 1 rule. Learn to love clicking on that button. But then also, always double check. Always double check. What tab am I on? What am I actually trading? Because for those of you that are just getting logged on, I thought I was taking an MNQ trade, but I took an NQ trade. It did not work out, and then poof, just like that. JJ needs a dog. Yeah. I don't know. Is JJ the person that's got like 13 cats? I don't know. Is JJ living in his mom's basement with 13 cats? I don't know. Hey, we're at 100 likes. 10 more. Or 12 more, excuse me. 12 more, and we got, what's the math on that? 19 minutes? We're doing very well. I'll tell you what, Thursday, I think that's what we're calling Thursday, Stingy Like Thursday. Thursday was a bear to get people to hit that like button. But this is a good group when it comes to the likes. We're cruising. Absolutely cruising. Now, this is pretty interesting to potentially buy the breakout here, because this is looking, got a nice little uptrend of things. So do I look to buy the breakout with the NQ? Maybe. So we'll keep an eye on that trend line. I'm in a little bit of revenge mode, but again, this is for entertainment too, so there is the entertainment component to this. And if I do blow the account, then we'll have a lesson of what can kind of happen if you try to get a little too aggressive just because you fall in the hole. So I still do want to take a decent setup, and I'd consider this a decent setup. But like I said, I'm also not going to go into degen mode because degen mode, while entertaining, I still want this to be educational too. So we'll have to see what happens. All right, we are just 8 likes away. So I'll wait for a while, but it's looking good. It's looking like this thing is going to go beyond the 2-hour mark. Thank you, Matt. Jeff, don't be Jeff Morris. Maybe, is that like a t-shirt idea? Like live streamers would get it just on the back. Don't be a JJ. Can we get some merchandise out of this? That's a good bullish flag heading for a breakout. Well, I don't know if it's heading for a breakout. I don't think you think it's heading for a breakout either. Or are you all in right now, Prima Trader? Because if you think it is heading for a breakout, then you are all in. Because if it's heading for a breakout, you just made a guaranteed statement. Like, it's heading for a breakout. So but I assume you're not all in. So I think you mean like there's a chance it could break out, or it looks good for a breakout. Okay, yes, exactly. So you're sitting on hands right now, but we are, all right. Frank. $10 to keep away the JJ. Thanks, Frank. I don't know. This thing with JJ, it's got some legs. It's got some legs. It could very well become a running joke around here. I don't know. We'll see. The first ban came from somebody that was like making all these claims, and then I don't remember his name though. It was just very obnoxious. Like, I don't care if you want to show up and like give me an idea of what you think is going to happen. Totally cool. But this person was doing that, and then literally the exact opposite things would happen. And then I was like, hey, what are your thoughts? And then he was gone. But then he showed up the next day and was like, see it happen. It's like, wait a second. No, you said something was going to happen within like an hour. But like, yeah, the thing he said happened, but it was like several hours later. It's like, well, and then he tried to like, it's just like, all right. Like, again, instead of just admitting he got it totally wrong, that's what drives me nuts. That is a pet peeve. Like, if you get something wrong, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to judge you for being wrong. I'm wrong all the time. Being wrong is part of trading. That's why risk management matters. But don't try to like, don't, as a chat, like, don't pee on our legs and try to tell us it's raining. Like, there's too many good traders in here that are from my community, just don't try to like. We know how to recognize things. So there's nothing wrong at all. If you make a claim and the claim doesn't work out and you manage risk, hey, cool, it happens. Nobody's gonna be right all the time. But don't just admit that you're wrong. This is the best market for shorts since I've been alive. Are you like 6 months old, Kelvin? Like, there's been some good market. Oh, I gotta. Do I play the breakout here? Like I said, we'll see what happens. This is the live stream account, so if it goes bye-bye, don't care. Can we get the breakout? It's knocking on the door. All right, I'm in. Let's see if we can get the breakout here. Try to be a little preemptive about it. So it has not broken the line, and maybe it's not going to break it, and then I'll look back and say, Clay, you probably should have waited for it to break the line. But we'll see. We'll see if it does want to break out. And it's knocking on the door. How great would it be if it just broke out and then just ba-boom? That'd be great. I'm 19. Yeah, I know I'm on the NQ. This is intentional. Thank you, though. Yep, this one I did mean to take the NQ. Are you going to break out, though? That is the question. Look at that, just sitting right at this trend line. So if this gets rejected back down, I'm going to totally be saying, Clay, why don't you wait for the breakout? But had it shot up and then I missed the entry point, I'd say, Clay, why don't you just get in before the breakout? I think it's going to go back down, and we'll see. Yeah, that is awesome that you're already in the markets at 19. I got in. I didn't get in until I was like, what, 22, I think? So, yeah, you got 3 years on me. That's awesome. All right, we're at the trend line again. Is it going to break? Not only is it going to break, can we get some follow through? Nope, another rejection. I will look to potentially buy another one down around here. If it wants to pull back. I don't know. Maybe I should just add to a winner. Look to buy another one if it does actually want to push through. Because I do kind of have the mentality. If we roast the account, we roast the account. The candles are so weak. Where's your stop loss? I don't really have a stop loss at this exact moment. I have some general ideas, but... Okay, this is kind of a go big or go home one. Because I am willing to... Because I do like the pattern. So I'm willing to buy some more within the pattern. But it is NQ, so it does add up that much quicker. Okay, so I did get a second one right there. But let's see if this thing wants to come back up. But if this thing collapses down, it's basically game over for the account. So on the 5 minute, just really a question of, do we want to get, is it going to, another lower wick going to show up? Does another lower shadow show up here? I mean, there's been 2 lower shadows in a row. Can we get another one? If we can, then this should be a nice little trade. So that blue line represents my entry point. So it doesn't want to push up here, get above the blue line, and then through the trend line right there. Do I buy another one up there? If it comes back green, do I try to anticipate the break again? Yeah, we'll have some fun with it. So another order to buy, but I want to see some strength on this one. Short, brother. Well, I'm already in long, so if you want to go short, that's fine. May the best trade plan win. But looking to see if this thing wants to come up. Again, hit that green line. So, again, buying before the breakout may be stupid, but we'll see if we can try to get... But right now, not looking so good because the 5 minute... 5 minute looking a bit sketchy now. We'll see if it wants to push up, though. Blue line again is my average price. So I am green now, but now let's see, can it push up through here? Looking to add another one. Come on, break that line. I do have my stop loss though. So red line is my stop now. I'm not going to let you... Okay, got another one right down there. Let's see if we can get the bounce off of this area. This just bullish, or this little pattern, it just not want to necessarily play ball, but we'll see if we can get the move back up. Isn't the 5 minute super bear? Yeah, that's what I mean. The 5 minutes not looking great right now, but we'll see. I did already pick up that third one, so I can get rid of that. Just a big old waiting game right now. Doesn't want to come up. In a pro account, do you have to hold a trade for a minute of time? No. Nope. This is not a pro account, though. This is just my live stream account that I'm willing to burn. So I'm willing to be aggressive, a little bit more risky, but I'm not trying to act like a total degen. So, and that's why I say this is not advice. There is the entertainment component to all of this for sure. Yeah, this thing is feeling heavy right now. It just doesn't want to quite push back up, but again, if you enjoy the aggressive trading more so, you're trading the NQs, make sure you hit that like button. Always trying to figure out where's the interest at. So if you like more of the aggressive type trading, hit that like button. Come on. Just give me a big move up. $22.26 profit for the day. Congratulations. Good job. Good job. Look at that. Now my entry point's acting as resistance itself. I love how it just, look at that. It hit my blue line to get me to green, and then it gets rejected back off. It like knows. I do like that candle though, that form there. So we're trying to give it a chance. I just scalped long, 12 bucks. Good job. Come on. Again, that blue line is my average contract price. So getting above there would have me feeling better. At least I'm back in the green, but can it break the trend line? And then right back down it goes. So these lows here, that is, yeah, that's pretty much the line in the sand. So red line is my stop at this point. So this thing either needs to curl back up and go, or it's going to come down and cheap shot me out, or maybe collapse, but We'll see what it wants to do. I didn't like it just sitting there. Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. It just sitting here is not the most... It's not the most awe-inspiring thing, but, I mean, we are getting a little bit of lower shadow, so maybe this thing is finally going to, you know, bottom out here and make some sort of attempt and move up. We'll see. So I'll put a first profit target up there. So I am back in the green. I don't know, maybe should I just hop out or should I see if it breaks out or not? Come on. Push up through that line. I'm out. All right, well, we got some of the loss back, but... I don't trust it. Again, look at that. Rejected off the line. Maybe it goes. See if it breaks out of this 3 pattern swing low. Yeah, I should still have 1. I should have taken out 2 just to reduce my risk from 3 down to 1, but I should still have 1. And I should have that 1 stop loss down here. So it would still be a losing trade, but it'd just be it would have been a smaller losing trade. But I should still have 1. So even if this comes down, yeah, I should still have 1, and that would have been a losing trade. But that still was the proper way to play it. I didn't play that properly. So even if it's a losing trade, properly would be me having 1 with my stop loss still at that area. Because I got green, so taking 2 off, reduce position size back to 1, stop down where my crosshair is right now. So if I would get hit right there, then yes, it would still be a losing trade, but that still would have been the right way to play it. Good morning. Do you have a video breakdown on futures? As like what futures are and everything like that, I think is what you're asking. And I do offer this right here. So if you know nothing about futures, here's a free 4-part series. Oh, wow. We needed to get 3 likes in 2.5 minutes. 3 likes in 2.5 minutes. Or $5 more in Super Chat. Because we did get a $10 Super Chat. So if we want this to go beyond the 2-hour mark, we've got to get up to at least 112 likes. So we need 2 more, or we need $5 more in Super Chat. And there it goes. Well, I don't know about there it goes. It's looking better, but I don't know if I don't know if I necessarily it's gone. Now it's starting to look better. So that's what I mean. I should still have 1 right now. That was the right way to trade it. There's still that. It's a weird voice that's like, okay, you're kind of, and we're all right. Good job. Nice, 114 likes. Again, if you are enjoying, let me know. We'll go another 15 minutes for sure. But even that, look at that. Dirty rat breakout. Again, I should still have 1. So even if... Now, I would have my stop loss up here now. I'd have it below the 21 EMA. So again, still could be a losing trade, but it'd be a very minimal losing trade at this time if it violates down through that 21 EMA. Because I would have moved up my stop loss for sure because we got the breakout and then this dirty dog of a move. So we'll see. Again, it could come back up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that trend line. But this trend line here has just been a dirty rat. And there we go. That would have... playing it right should have been a losing trade. Now, I know it sounds weird. How can you say that a green trade was a wrong way to play things? Because it's about the habits built. It's about how you're behaving. And that was bad behavior. Because sometimes the market will reward bad behavior. But ultimately, bad behavior is going to work against me. And I had bad behavior there. Should have taken off 2. Should have still had 1, which I would have gotten stopped out there. So it would have been a very minimal losing trade. So, again, I did have a green trade there, but I played it wrong. So bad behavior, but the market was kind enough to reward that bad behavior. Clay, how do you calculate the ticks for stop? Well, I mean, you can just look. So, for example, if I want to buy there, and let's just say my stop is right there. So right here, you can see the numbers. You can see what my entry point is, and then you would just subtract this out, and that would tell you the ticks, and you know that what the ticks are worth on whatever you're trading, and then you'd be able to calculate it out. Never go broke. No, that's false. Can't go broke taking profits. Sure you can. Sure you can. So there's a winning trade. 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 Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a winning trade. I mean, you've had 7 winning trades in a row, but they've all been scalps or really, really tight ones because, hey, you can't go broke taking a profit. And then you have a losing trade like that. Well, what just happened? You just went broke. So yes, you can go broke taking a profit over the long haul. That's a faulty saying. I understand the essence of it, but it's bad. Because again, it's about the behaviors. Eventually, all it takes is one, and I've been there many times, where I got like some sort of super high win rate, and then one trade is like, oh, well, there just went the majority of my gains or all of my gains. So yes, you can go broke taking a profit because eventually the market, when you have a trade that's bigger on the loss, you'll have given back all those gains. Okay, thanks. So I was doing it. Yeah, yep. If that's how you're doing it, Susanna, then you were doing it right. All right, we have another interesting potential here on the 5-minute. We have this pullback to the 200 period moving average that I could see and as an interesting level. So 19, what is that? 19. Okay, that's a little bit. Yeah. So we're gonna get aggressive here. Might be game over account. We'll see. We'll see because I am going to pick up at that 5-minute. So I'm actually watching the 5-minute to see if it does hit that pink line. So it's not going to hit the pink line here because what we're looking at is the 2-minute, but I'm looking over here at the 5-minute. So if I hit that buy, if I hit the buy bid button, you know that the 5-minute's down at that 200. There's a setting in Dom that will, oh, okay, yeah. Susanna, read what? I don't know. Kelly, he's a big on the Doms, but to me that all that is pretty confusing. Nice, we're at 120 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Again, if it comes down some more, or I don't know. Do I wait to see this? Choices. Because on the 2-minute, we got the low here, which also happens to be where these levels are. I don't know. What do you got? Should I go with the 5-minute or the 2-minute? What are you guys thinking? 5-minute or 2-minute? Or really, I could get long right now in the 5 and then just put my stop below the 200 period. That's always a choice too. So much for the sit on hands trade. Did you make a trade, Casey? I think my voice... No. I was going to say, I think my voice is sounding better as it cracks, but I'm getting a cold. Yeah, I'm going to wait for this thing to come down here. Try to play maybe a double bottom. I would do the MNQ if you were going to trade some more. Yeah, I know, but this is, like I said, kind of the burner account. And so I'll stick with the NQ. We'll see if we can get some sort of bounce. Now you can long the trade. So are you longing it, Kelvin? I'm seeing red momentum get showed. Seeing red momentum. Okay. Red momentum, yet you're thinking long. Now, if I were to hear red momentum, I would think short. But that's just me. You may be seeing something differently. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This might be the actual trade right now. It's come down. This candle is suggesting maybe it's taking a break. You have a nice little risk versus reward. You have a tight stop down there. And if you get even if it goes up to that trend line again and gets rejected again, I mean, that's still a lot of reward that you could work with before it would ever even get rejected relative to what's being risked. But it's showing a short position to fill back to... I don't know. Maybe I guess I could try that. Let's do that. I'll go with 3. 3 micros. I'm doing short scalps on the newer highs right now. Okay. I don't know. Got this little bear flag. Should I be looking short? Choices. I'm at 23.76 for the day. Is this an account that you had last week, or did you blow the account? Is this a new account for the day? All right, let's do this. We still got time. I'll go another 15 minutes at 2:15 if we can get this up to 130 likes. So we need 7 likes in the next 8 minutes, or $10 in super chats. And I just do this because my goal is to go 2 hours, and I'll continue to go further. But I just want to gauge people's interest, see how interested people still are. And the only way I can think of to gauge the quote unquote interest is through the like button or super chat. So that is how I'm going to gauge that. So we need 6 more likes or $10 in super chats in the next basically 7.5 minutes. So hit that like button if you're enjoying. If you want the party to continue. So there's that trend line again. Should I buy it there? Oh, I don't know. That trend line is giving me so much PTSD. Wow, at 128 already. Okay. Let's get a couple more and the party will continue. Trading lunchtime is a little rough. Yeah, that is true. It is lunchtime trading. That is definitely true. And that's why I'm using kind of this burner account, Casey. Because I'm well aware that it can be a little sketchier. But I'm just trying to show people what futures trade. Is anybody here? Is this like your first time seeing futures trading, or have you never even heard of futures trading? Give me a 5 if you've never traded futures, or you don't even know what futures are, but you're interested. Like, what is the crowd breakdown here? Or I don't know, should I be getting short right here off this trend line again? Or is this going to be one of these situations where the time I get short is the time it actually breaks out? You know? All right, I don't want to get too cocky. We're still not at 130 likes. We still got like 6 minutes. But let's hit that like button if you want the party to continue. Oh, there we are at that level. Or is it going to go? Maybe this is finally the true breakout. I'm tempted to buy, but the ego YouTube voice is like, but Clay, what happens if you buy the top and then it flushes? You're going to look so stupid on the live stream. So that voice is knocking on my door right now. Hey, we are at 130 likes. Very good. Very good. Keep hitting that like button if you're enjoying, and so the party will continue. The party is going to continue. Okay, Susanna, and it sounds like you are now officially interested. Are you interested in Pam's plant, Susanna? Are you sold on Pam's plant? I think you know what Pam's plant is because I think you've been here when I've talked about Pam's plant. Isn't today the 0 DTA of the month's holdings? I don't know. I have no idea. What's Pam's plant? It's Pam's plant. This is Pam's plant. My argument as to why futures day trading through a prop firm is the best way to approach day trading. Way better than stock trading or stock day trading, options day trading, crypto day trading, or Forex day trading. Those are all a waste of time. They're a waste of capital. You're not doing, risk is not in your favor. So Pam's plant is my argument for the strategy of why you should be trading futures through a prop firm. It's an undefeated argument. Nobody has been able to overcome it. I watch your 4 series videos on futures. Good, Susanna. You just ligged me. You just lig med. You're gonna have to retype that one word. And there is the break. Finally, it went, but my ego was too big. I didn't want to risk having my ego hurt because I looked stupid by buying the breakout and then having it flush. So the YouTube ego got in my way. My own fault. Did anybody take that breakout? If you did take the breakout, congratulations. You are officially getting a breakout. And also, anybody that was buying down here. So think about it. Remember? Shame on me. What was I talking about? Hey, do you buy down here? Stop right there. Very minimal stop. But if you get the move even up to the trend line, things are looking good. So if anybody took that trade that I was talking about earlier, congratulations. Congratulations. Because not only did you get the revisit of the trend line, you actually got the break of it. So very minimal risk was on the line. You had a well-defined stop. So if it didn't work out, oh well. Live to fight another day. But this one did work out, and it's working out very, very nicely. So relative to what was being risked, you are now looking at a very nice upside potential. Did you check the news today? No, I don't check the news. I don't care about the news. Everything, the chart will tell me what. I don't care about the news. I just care about what does the market think about the news? And that's where a chart comes into play. The chart will tell me what the market thinks about the news. Yes, I am definitely was doing options trade. Oh, goodness. Options trading is terrible. Day trading, that is. Because you got to worry about theta, right? Theta eating away at your contracts. Pam, hey Clay, what was the trade platform that you had preferred to use and they pay you to trade once you... that's right. Use the link right here. It's pinned. Pam, do you see the pinned comment? Payam. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Dude, just scrolling. I already linked you that. You asked that earlier. You must have logged on and then just bailed on me right away. I will tag you this time to make sure you see it. Because this is your second time asking. There you go. Make sure on that page you scroll down to start at class number 1 down here. But as far as Pam, got it. Thanks. Okay, good. I'll still link it to everybody else. If what is a prop firm I'm using, I recommend using that link. Not only gives you the current discount, the current promotion, but it also is a way to support the channel. Look at this breakout. Please tell me someone, at least one of you, bought down around here when I was talking about that with the small risk. Hopefully one of you took that trade. The ego. Egos are costly. I was too scared to buy because what happens if it flushes? Then I'm going to look stupid. That's what I get for Karen. I'm up 500 on that right now. Good. I'm glad somebody took that trade, Salty War Pig. Very good. Up 500. That makes me feel better. Breaking and just grinding. I am still interested in this trend line, though. I drew this a long time ago, and I said, oh, let's just leave it here. And we'll see if it comes into play again. So if this thing comes up here, I'd definitely be very interested to potentially get short. But that's still got a ways to go before that upper trend line. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this line here. It has served its purpose. I mean, what a breakout. And my stop loss was hit all out for 250. Good job, Raspberry. Very good job. Is that the same webinar? Okay, just scrolling. When you click on it, that link that I sent you, you got to scroll down, because maybe if you're on your phone, this is what you see up here for the webinar. But no, scroll down, and this is where you find it. This is where you find the class. You got to scroll down. But yes, it is the same webinar. Let's see, 96. Oh, that's about it. Yeah. This is potentially a really stupid trade, because this is very... Yeah, I better not. I was thinking, do I short there with a stop over those highs? Very minimal risk, but this thing has clearly got some momentum to it right now, so I'm not gonna play that game. All right, I'll just let people know we got about 15 minutes, and the party will go on. But let's get this up to at least 100 and at least 100. Let's see, we're at 132. I don't know if we've ever hit 150 likes on a live stream, so that'd be great if we could keep pushing this. But yeah, let's go up to at least 145. So 145 likes or $10 in super chats, but have about 15 minutes for that, and we'll keep the party going. So about 15 minutes to get this up to 145 likes or $10 in super chats. That's how I'll gauge if people are still interested in this. So hit that like button if you have not, and I'll watch that, and we'll see if this if the party's going to continue. I'm thinking it might try to fill the gap. Maybe. Can't end the live until you're green on the NQ. Oh boy, yeah, don't tempt me with that. Don't tempt me with that. Richie Clips. Clay, is it possible to talk about adding two winners on the Tuesday webinar? Like when and where? Yeah, Richie. Actually, tomorrow the plan for the Tuesday night webinar is we're bringing on a student. He's gonna walk us through some of his trades. He's kind of newer, so we'll kind of critique, look at his trades, give him our thoughts, and then if you are newer, I mean, there's still the potential to learn from it too. Because if you're like, hey, it looked like he did everything right, and then if people start pointing out wrong things, that'll be a great learning example. So, but yeah, at some point in the Tuesday we can try to do that. But yeah, tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to have on a fellow member, take a look at some of his trades, offer up some feedback, myself, and then as a collective, given that we have a lot of very good traders that have gone through the program and are now still hanging around. I'm glad I didn't take that trade, but I don't know. Do I do it now and then just put the, what is this? 92. Oh, that's like a 50. Yeah, on a NQ. We're at 100. All right, so we need 10 more likes in about 12 minutes. 11 and a half minutes. So 12 more likes in 11 and a half minutes. Or what did I say? 140? I think I meant... No, I don't even remember what I said. What did I say 140? I think I said 140. How many likes did I say? I don't want to lie. Did I say 140? Oh, I said 145? Okay. So 9 more likes. 9 more likes or $10 in super chats within the next about 8 minutes. And we'll keep the party going. Let's just do this. This thing is maybe coming down here. Waited too long. Should have caught it on the way back down. We'll see if it wants to come back up, and I'll try that trade. I said 145. Okay. So 8 more likes in a little over 5 minutes. Now could I buy the pullback here? Yeah, I could see myself being interested in buying this pullback. We'll see what happens. I'd like to try to do a position building one. Get a little bit more aggressive. So I'll start at 1, If it comes down, I'll be one to build into the position, and it'll be basically either I'm getting back to green, or accounts roasted. How's that for entertainment? How's that for? All right, buy bid. Okay, got my first one in there. So just one MQ, but I want to give myself some flexibility here. All right, quick little scalp. I can always start the process back over again. So if it wants to come down, I will start over once again. Come on down. Come on. Actually, what is that? That value is 42. What's the value of this? Oh, 42. Yeah. I like that. Except we're going to NQ for that because that's even, yeah, 41. Yeah, I like that right here to get an NQ, actually. We'll see if it wants to push down there, though. Okay, 8 more likes. 4 minutes. I'm getting a little nervous. 8 more likes in 4 minutes or $10 in super chats. We'll see if we can get it or not. Maybe I should just cancel this out. We'll see. If you want to see me take another trade with NQ, communicate that, like I said, through the lights or $10 in super chats, and the party will continue. Wait. No. Until 2:30. Oh, I'm sorry. So we still have about 9 minutes to get those 6 more likes. I'm sorry. Because we're going in 15-minute increments. So I'm sorry. We have 8 minutes, to get 6 more likes. So we should be able to do that in 8 minutes. Or like I said, the $10 in super chats. So never mind on that. I'm getting lost. But yeah, let's get this up to... If we can just get this up to 150, that would be a new record. This would be a record-setting crowd. I don't think we've ever had 150 likes on a live stream. So if we could get this up to 150, that would be, like I said, record-setting territory. Do I just get long here and to build a little bit? I don't know. If I get long here, is it going to drop down to the 42 mark here? Yeah, I'm gonna hold strong with this trade plan. Starting with 1 to give myself some flexibility to build if I need to. So this could go either very, very nicely or very, very poorly. 141, let's go. 4 more likes. Let me double check. Is that the right? There we go. Right there. I'm trying to play this on the 5-minute but we're looking at the 2-minute here. Come on, a little bit more. In. See if we can get somewhat of a bounce here. Come on. Uh-oh. Come on, push back up. Like I said, I just went with 1 to get myself some flexibility. See if she does want to bounce. Is the chat broken or is nobody saying anything new? Last I saw, someone said, you said 145. There we go. Aaron, I see a balanced day and back to... yeah, let's see what happens. Come on. Get going. Come on. Oh. We'll see if it wants to head back up there. All right, like I said, I want to give myself a little bit of flexibility. This one's either going to go right or it's going to go wrong. I already read that one, okay. A little worried about that purple line now. Is that purple line now going to be the key resistance, which it was so far? The price bounced and it got rejected right off of that purple line, which does make sense. That support is now acting as resistance. I was hoping it wouldn't act as resistance and it would just flush right back up, but right now it is acting as resistance. Patience is a virtue, which I don't have. Okay, I got that one. So I'm at 2. Let's see if this one wants to come back up. CFA, thank you, Clay Trader, for trading live. Your level of risk management is superb. Don't jinx me, because the risk management on this one is going to be the account itself. Oh, the irony. Now you make me want to put a stop down there, which is where it should be, but now I kind of want to just see if I can make this work. So we'll see if it does want to bounce. Yeah. Yeah, 200 should be my stop because that is that 200 period on the 5 minute. But we'll see if it wants to come up and try to give me some green. I think I'm back in the green, but I want to see more of a bounce than that. Come on. Gotta like this candle here. Come on. Push. All right. Oh, and that got me back to green. Nope. I'm out. It didn't want to go. For those of you that understand candles, that... I think we might be back. Are we back? I think, well, there's like 4 people here. Oh, you're back. This internet is going to be the end of me. What is going on with the internet? All right, well, if you're back, I apologize. My internet, for those of you that have been on the stream, I don't know what's been going on the past couple of weeks, but the internet has been a disaster. And it just all of a sudden randomly went out for, I don't know, the past 10 minutes. We had all sorts of great momentum. We were doing fantastic. We're at like 90-some viewers, and then it just dropped out. So I don't know how that's going to play in the live stream archive, but it definitely was an ISP. Definitely was an ISP. You know, I didn't blow anything up. You know, where we're at before it cut off is still where I'm at right now. It was definitely the ISP. I mean, they have a somewhat cool text feature where it's like you can text in some robot, but now supposedly there's some live agent that's looking at my account. I don't know if the account Does it? Oh, I'm buffering. It's, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Well, we hit the 145. That's goodness. Yeah, some live agent. I don't know. Please allow me a few minutes to review your account. Yeah, well, the past few weeks we've been getting texts like, we're doing maintenance in your area. And then we're aware of issues. Your issue has been fixed. And then they keep saying that, and then it just keeps not being fixed. I should probably call it. I am seeing your modem and are back online with the devices connected again. It's been doing this quite regularly over the past few weeks, period. Richard just says, I am seeing your modem and arrows back online with devices connected again. Yeah, it is now, but why does it keep going out? And why does this keep buffering? And so is this super slow internet? Let me check this real quick. Let's see, I gotta do a speed test. No, the speed seems, I don't know why it keeps showing that the stream's buffering, but hey, we're back up to 45. Well, I definitely, I'm not, yeah, we'll have to see what happens here. Yeah, the upload is, I don't know. I love when I have an outage and they claim they see everything on their end fine. Oh, yeah. I'm glad I'm not alone in that, Dalton. Thank you. Because sometimes it's just like, yeah, your end is definitely disconnected from mine. But on the bright side, we're only 3 likes away from getting 150, which has never happened on a live stream before.